Hi guys, it's Christine with Indigo Wings. I'm here to do the weekly Twin Flame reading for May 8th through May 14th. Before I get started, I just want to tell you guys, if you are interested in getting a reading with me, please check out my website, which is www.indigowingshealing.com. You can also contact me on Facebook, facebook.com/indigowingshealing, or you can email me at indigowingshealing@gmail.com. When I'm shuffling the cards, I do ask for messages that will be relevant to the most people. So I get what Spirit gives me. If you resonate with what I'm saying, great. If you don't, that's okay. It's just not the message for you. If you do resonate with what I'm saying, or if it feels like I'm talking directly to you, then I'm possibly the reader for you. And you should consider getting an individual reading with me if you'd like some more detailed information on your situation. I wanted to just put out there, if you have emailed me or sent me a message and I haven't responded, I apologize. I have been getting so many emails that sometimes I might miss getting back to somebody. So if you have contacted me and I haven't responded, don't be afraid to reach out again, because like I said, sometimes I might miss an email and or forget to reply to somebody. So I think that's really all I was going to say before I get started. I don't really have a lot of announcements for this week. I'm kind of interested to hear how everybody has been feeling. I've been hearing kind of little titters in the Twin Flame community and other communities of, kind of feeling a heavier energy. I have been really tired, but I'm chalking that up partly to, I was sick for a few weeks and, just trying to get back into the swing of things. And it was a very busy week with my kids and everything. So that's what I figured. So I'd be curious to hear, how everyone's week has been. So I'm going to just kind of jump into things now. If you guys are new to my channel, one side is the feminine, the other side is the masculine. I do kind of refer to masculine, feminine, he, she, although the feminine energy can be predominant in a male, masculine energy can be predominant in a female, and this can apply to same-sex relationships as well. I just use feminine and masculine because it's just kind of easier as I'm talking about things. There's some readers out there right now that are not really differentiating between masculine and feminine, and that works for some people that are watching the videos, but I think that for the people that resonate with me in my readings, I think that the feminine and masculine energy works, and I think that you know what you resonate with. So that's what I do. So I'm going to start with the feminine. I feel like I pretty much always start with the feminine. So the card that I get here is Reach Out. And immediately when I saw this card, I kind of felt like a longing and a sadness. you know, and I kind of felt like there was this hope and desire that the feminine is, you know, like it's two things. You know, the feminine is wanting her twin to reach out to her, and she's wanting to reach out to them. And, you know, it's just not really looking the way she wants it to. It's either not happening, they're not responding, you know, and she's just kind of, you know, melancholy about it. You know, and the interesting thing with this card is she's turned away from, you know, this card, the way it's laying, she's facing away from the masculine energy. And it's almost like, you know, this feeling of, you know, I can't keep feeling like this. I can't keep trying to reach out to somebody who doesn't respond, or I don't want to wait anymore. And the card that I pulled as a clarifier is the Ten of Air. I'm trying to make it so I don't get that glare on there so you can see it. And the Ten of Air is, you know, this card represents the end of a difficult situation, which I do feel like the last few weeks for some twins has been difficult. And even though Mercury went direct, I think on the 3rd or the 4th of this week, and although Mercury did go direct, we're still in a shadow period for a few weeks, and so things can still be goofy with communication, you know, and that could, you know, also be kind of what is going on, you know, if there's communication issues. You know, but the Ten of Air, 10 breaks down to a 1, new beginning, so, you know, starting new. You know, but things are going to change, things can get better. You know, the other thing that I think is interesting about the Ten of Air is also indicates recovering from an addiction. And I do think that for some feminine twins, you know, there is a sense of they are addicted to their twin. They're obsessed with their twin. And I don't want to say, you know, sometimes you might talk to your friend about your twin, or you might talk to your twin and say, oh, I'm obsessed with you, or, you know, you're not really obsessed with them. Like, I'm talking about somebody who literally cannot function because they are so obsessed with or addicted to their twin. And this, I feel like this Ten of Air card also represents for some of those people that they're moving out of that phase. And I saw something today in one of the groups that I'm in that I thought was really powerful. She shared that the attention that she gave to her twin, her masculine twin shared with her, that he felt smothered, like that her like obsession with him was just too much. He felt so pressured and overwhelmed by the enormity of her feelings, that kind of caused, that was kind of part of the reason why he would like back off and run. And she took some time to sit with his feelings and kind of look at that from his perspective. And it was really interesting how she's like, you know, think about that, think about how you'd feel. So I feel like it's, you know, interesting that this card's coming up after I saw that post, and I can relate that post and that experience today to you. So I feel like some of you, you know, if you feel like that's you, that you're going to be kind of moving out of that space, which is a really good thing. If you feel like that's you and you're thinking of them less, you're not obsessing over them, that's not a bad thing. You know, that's growth. So the next card is the first card that's on the masculine side. And this card, this is Shine. And I feel like, you know, the masculine has been going through a lot of stuff. And, you know, they're going through a spiritual awakening. And I feel like they're just kind of like, I'm just gonna go with this, and they're surrendering. This card, you know, just reminds me of somebody who is just saying, okay, here I am, and I'm just gonna, you know, I trust that things are going to go the way they're, you know, meant to go, and they're just in this place of going with the flow and seeing what happens. And I do feel like them being in this place of surrender is partially why they may not be responding to the feminine or reaching out to the feminine, because they're dealing with their own things, and they're just kind of like, I just got to go with this, I just got to get through it. You know, they're kind of just focusing on them. And, you know, and it's interesting because in the last few readings, I really feel like the masculine has been so much better at surrendering to what is than the feminine has been. You know what I mean? It's not a contest, obviously, but, you know, they've just been able to take things for what they are and just go with it, which is good. That's where you want them to be. So, in the clarifying card that I pulled up here is the Knight of Air, and the Knight of Air is one of the fastest moving energies in the tarot, and I feel like whatever's going on with the masculine, you know, events are happening really quickly. They're needing to make decisions and move on things quickly in their lives, and you know, that's kind of adding to their place of surrender. And then it's like, you know, if they're going through the spiritual awakening and having all of these realizations, like, I mean, what else are they going to do but just say, okay, God, take it. Do what you got to do with me. You know, and I really feel like that's exactly what's going on with the masculine. So the next card for the feminine, which I thought was really interesting, is Sadness and Isolation. And this card is exactly, you know, that's exactly the message that I got. But if you look at this, so I feel like there's going to be, you know, a period for the feminine where, you know, you're bumming, you know, you're trying to figure out your next move, you're sad, that things didn't really go the way you expected or you hoped, or, you know, you didn't have the responses that you wanted, or, you know, whatever. You know, and you're kind of curled up in a little ball, sad, isolated, alone. But then you move into this, and that is this place of surrender where you used to be. You were in, many of you were in this place before, and you know, you're getting back to that place where you're like, I have no control over this. I need to let go of my expectations. I need to let go of my attachment to outcome. I need to let go and just let this be what it is. And you know, another thing that I saw today on Facebook, or maybe it was could have been another, might have been maybe Instagram, is that maybe instead of always saying let something go, we should say let it be. And I felt like that was really appropriate for twin flame relationships and talking about these dynamics, because, you know, when we talk about letting something go, especially something that we love so much, that's so scary. But how about instead we just say, just let it be. This is what it is right now, and we can't change things. We can only change ourselves. We can only work on ourselves. We can't make somebody work on what we think that they should work on. So just let it be. And I feel like that, you know, that's the feminine's moving back into that place. And the clarifying card that I pulled here is release. So confirmation of that. Time to, you know, go back to moving forward, get back into that spiritual growth. You know, it's the end of this difficult time for you, which is great. Yay, yay feminine. That's what we want. So for the masculine, I thought this was pretty nice to see. We have manifest. So, you know, 1, new beginnings. So, you know, things, the masculine is in a place where they are able to make things happen for themselves. You know, they can choose what they want to do. They just need to believe in themselves, take the step. They have what they need to do what they want. And, you know, I feel like many of them are just kind of, you know, sitting back a little bit to see what happens, see what the universe has in store for them. It's like they know that everything's going to work out. They know that the right opportunities are going to present themselves. They don't have to force anything. And the clarifying cards that I pulled here, I pulled the Dreamer. Well, actually, I should say 2 cards popped out, like flew out of the deck. And this, the Dreamer. So a leap of faith, dreams coming true, following your dreams, unexpected opportunities. And so that's what I was saying, like with this manifest, like they don't know what's coming. And so they're just saying like, hey, you know, I'm ready for whatever this is. Whatever it is, I'm ready for it. So unexpected opportunities are coming for them. And so I kind of laughed when I saw this card, life experience. So 16, 7, you're on the right path, on the right spiritual path. And this card, you know, this is the Tower in traditional tarot. And, you know, so this indicates something. So for some masculine twins, that opportunity is going to be a significant life event. For some, it's going to be some sort of powerful revelation for them, like an epiphany that's going to lead them to change. It's going to lead them to taking steps to change their life. You know, it's going to lead them to the place that they need to be so that they can spread their wings and keep moving forward and get to where they want to be. And so I'm going to keep going up with the masculine The next card for him is rebuild. So it's the same card that I was just talking about. This is the life experience card in the Angel Tarot deck. This is the Tower card in traditional Tarot. It's rebuild. You know, it's the 16, breaks down to a 7. This is the right path. You're on the right spiritual path. And the clarifying card, so, you know, that's just a confirmation for me that something's going to happen, you know, and it might not be necessarily a significant life event. For many, it may just be a step in their spiritual growth, or a revelation. For a lot of people, these life experience type cards, it's an epiphany. It's a realization that I want to change my life, and I'm serious, and I'm going to work on a plan, or I'm going to start changing things. I'm going to do things differently. And so the clarifying card that I pulled here is the Star. And this is an awesome card. This card is, you know, indicates happy times and making positive and optimistic long-term plans. So whatever the revelation is, whatever the life change is, whatever this experience is that the masculine has come up, whatever this opportunity is, it's something that's going to allow them to think long-term and think positively long-term. And this card also says right on it that you're on the right path. So it's like another confirmation of being on the right path. I love it. Love it, I love it. Okay, so for the feminine, the next card for the feminine is coming together. And I feel like, for some of you, whatever is going on with the masculine, you're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel like, okay, we are eventually going to be coming together. You know, it puts you in a better kind of like a reassurance that you are headed in the same direction. And for some of you, this card feels to me like you're coming into balance with yourself again. You're balancing the masculine and the feminine energies within yourself. You know, you're getting out of that place of imbalance. But this is a card of love. This is a card of union, coming together, partnership. It's a really positive card for the feminine. And the clarifying card that I pulled is awakening. And so I feel like, you know, with this coming together, I do feel like for some of the feminine, it's going to be another point of growth for you, you know, because I mean, the feminine are not done growing on their spiritual path. For some of you, this indicates your twin having a spiritual awakening. For some of you, this is you know, and honestly, I think a lot of you looking at the situation from a different perspective and being able to better see the big picture and looking at things from, you know, your twin's perspective, you know, and realizing not to be so fixated on what's happening, you know, and I feel like looking at things from a different perspective is really going to help you to shift your focus back onto yourself. So the energy, the crowning energy that you're both coming into, I thought that this was really, really awesome. You have the crown chakra and awaiting results. And both of these cards are a 7, which indicates, you know, being on the right spiritual path. So, you know, this reading is just like shouting at me, you're on the right path, you know, so things may not look the way you want them to, but you are on the right path. The crown chakra is telling me that there is a lot of spiritual growth happening on both sides. And with the awaiting results, this card is telling me that although there's growth and revelations and things changing and happening, you still are going to need to be patient and wait, because you're not yet going to be coming together the way that you want to. Things are still going to take some time. But I love with this, you know, with this card, it shows that, you know, if you wait and you let the plant grow, it will bear fruit. So you will get a reward if you wait. You know, be patient and wait for the right time. And so I pulled 2 clarifying cards right here. One is the 9 of Fire, which this is another, you know, confirmation to me about don't give up. You know, you're going to have to be patient, but just don't give up. You have been doing a lot of work. Just because things may not look the way that you want them to look, shift your focus, shift your perspective, look at things from a different angle, and be patient, because everything will work out. And this card, so I got a new deck of cards this week. I saw them somewhere and I thought they were really beautiful. These are called, this deck is called Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. And they're really, really pretty. And so the clarifier for the crown chakra and waiting results is listen to your heart. And this card's a 1, so new beginnings. You know, and so this card is about, you know, you hear what's being said, but you're not hearing it with your heart. And you need to hear it with your heart, not with your brain, not with your head. We need to be living from our heart. We need to be doing everything from our hearts. And that will help us with waiting for the right time, for divine timing, and for everything to work out the way it's supposed to. The grounding energy for this, that you're both bringing to this, is dreams coming true, which I love this. So I think that, you know, this is, I feel like with the both of you coming into the place of surrender, it deep down you both are knowing that things are going to be working out, that everything that you are really desiring it's going to come true. It's going to work out. But you just have to remember that it might not be the way that you envisioned it. It's going to work out better than what you're expecting. And the card that I pulled as a clarifier is romance. And so to me, that's indicating that the dreams coming true card is in regards to this specific relationship, because, you know, the dreams coming true could also be about other things, not necessarily about the relationship, but it's about this relationship, so that, you know, this is just a confirmation that it's about this, and that, you know, things are going to work out. And what I love too is that this card is a 25, which also breaks down to a 7, another card about being on your spiritual path, in case you hadn't heard that enough by now. The underlying energy that the feminine is bringing to this reading is balance. And so, you know, and I feel like you see that through the reading, that, you know, the feminine is coming back into the place of balance. And balance is, this card is a 14, it breaks down to a 5. So, you know, she's shifting, she's changing her position where she's been. She's going from that place of being kind of in chaos to more of a place of being in balance. And the card I pulled as a clarifier is do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. And this card is a 41, so it's another 5. And, you know, I feel like this is another message of, you know, shift your focus, change your focus. And I feel like that, you know, again, that's going to bring more balance, because if you were focusing too much on the relationship, your twin, focusing on other things, it's going to bring you into more balance. And then the underlying energy that the masculine is bringing to this is seek. And I feel like for the masculine, this is very representative of, you know, where they're at with the surrender, and with just, you know, trying to figure out where they're going. What is happening with them? What is this spiritual awakening? And you know, seeking the right path. Am I going in the right direction? Which we're clearly seeing many confirmations that they are. And then the clarifying card that I pulled here is love who you are, which, so I think that the seek card is also, you know, they're going within to find themselves, to, you know, they're realizing that they need self-love. They need to be right with themselves, just like the feminine has been learning about that and working on that. Now he is too. So yeah. And then I pulled a oracle card from Colette Baron Reads. This is Wisdom of the Oracle. And the card that I pulled is, I pulled Serendipity. But I pulled Serendipity, it was in the protection message. So I'm going to read the protection message for you. So here it is. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one. Yet it all fell apart. Consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you're meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. So I felt like that was a really good message, especially given, you know, I feel like kind of the tough time that the feminine has been going through recently, that, you know, sometimes we have to go through these difficult times because it's teaching us something. There's a reason, there's a purpose behind it, and it's just getting us ready for something better. So I hope that this reading was helpful for you guys. And if you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can be the first notified as soon as I upload a new video, because sometimes it takes me a day or so to get them up on my other pages, and sometimes share them in other groups. So just a reminder that if you would like a personal reading with me, check out my website, indigowingshealing.com, or you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/indigowingshealing, or you can email me at indigowingshealing@gmail.com. Remember that if it feels like I'm talking directly to you, then I am the reader for you, and you might benefit from having an individual reading with me. And I'm saving the best for last. My oldest is turning 10 tomorrow. Big birthday tomorrow, double digits. And in honor of her birthday, anybody who places an order on my website tomorrow will get a free 3-card reading. So that is a $20 value. I will be, I'm hoping this week that we get the changeover to happen for my new prices. In the near future, the 3-card reading will be a $25 value. So depending on when that happens. But right now it's a $20 value. So if you get an order in through my website, you will get a free 3-card reading from me. The orders that count through my website on May 7th, so May 7th, 2017 is the only day that this is available. Any twin flame reading, so twin flame separation reading, the regular twin flame reading. What else do I have? The heart of the relationship reading, the Celtic cross reading. Those readings, you can get a free 3-card reading. The only the only purchase that it would not count for is the 3-card reading. I think that's all of, basically any reading on my website will count for this, except for the original 3-card reading. So if you have any questions, just send me an email. But tomorrow, May 7th, is the only day for this. Is my little gift to you guys, as I will be celebrating my baby turning 10 years old. So thanks for watching the video today. Remember, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I hope that you guys all have a wonderful week, and I will see you all soon.